Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome to another, not really a let's play, more like an introduction let's play, you can say. So I got the game here from Kagami Games, and you know, they reached out to me, right, whether or not I want to cover this game, and I said, sure thing, why not? This was probably about 2 weeks ago, before the game officially came out. They don't have any say on what I think of the game, of course, but you know, sometimes because I got a game for free, I might be a bit biased, right? That's just how human nature is. But I think I'll still probably try to say what I think about the game. But yeah, I have absolutely no idea what this game's about other than the actual title, Living on Borrowed Love. So this is literally just me being blind about the game. So first things first, let's actually go to the game so that I can full screen. Full screen actually makes the display weird for you guys. Let me see if I can fix this. Do that. Do this. Give me 1 second. Think that's good? Yeah, that should be good enough. Transparent window during CGs. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've been recording, guys, so do excuse me for being... What's the word I'm looking for? Rusty? Wait, what the fuck is going on? Why did this... What did the settings like mess up? Is it gonna fix itself? It's not. What the fuck? Game? What happened? Let me see if I can fix this. I don't know what the fuck happened, guys. I just literally changed the game from non-full screen to full screen, and that happened. God, I did not mean to break the game.
Asa
I'm
Project
sorry. I just wanted to take a look at the settings.
Kagami Games Karigurashi Renai.
Okay, there we go. It fixed itself. So I want transparent window during CGs. The font is whatever. Auto mode, I don't really do auto. I'll probably do that. I'll probably don't even care about auto mode since we'll... I won't be doing like a full let's play on this. I'll just do a let's play up until maybe the common route or until they introduce all of the characters. Since this is gonna be a long game, right? And I already explained this on the update video. But unlike visual novel like Harmonic Reflections, this is gonna take a lot longer for me to finish. Always show the game window on top. That's not really what I want. Game start, sure, start. Right click, high tech, sure. Animation speed normal, system speed normal. System dialogue, I don't know what the hell that is. Keep auto mode, automatically hide cursor, sure. Skip under text, automatically blah blah. Mute game when window is inactive, no. Okay. Oh, I can't do random for this? Okay. I don't even know who the voice actresses are. I'll just choose based on who I like design-wise then. Maybe you. Maybe you, Kyo. Alright, this seems to be good. So yeah, I will just start the game. But yeah, if you don't know who I am, I'm Azai. I've been let's playing visual novels for 5 years now. Maybe 6, technically, since I've been doing it since 2020. But I've been playing visual novels ever since I was in middle school. I'm an old guy nowadays, guys. I'm almost a freaking wizard at 29. Okay, this is like too much information for you guys. Let's just start the game.
ああ、たっくんな。 覚えてる覚えてる。つい昨日のことのように思い出せるわ。
Is the text supposed to be that choppy when they were displaying it?
それ覚えてないやつですよね。
That looks so weird. Is it supposed to be that choppy? It looks normal here, right? Huh.
さすがの鳥頭ね。
What the hell is going on with my game? Automatic. What the fuck is going on with my game, guys? I legit have no idea what is going on. I don't think that's supposed to be what's going on with the game. But yeah, I should max out everything here, including the voices and also videos. I think that's fine. I mean, it's not like disrupting anything, but it is a bit distracting. Wait for voices in auto mode. Maybe if I disable that, it would do something. Let's do that.
あやか、そういうお前は覚えてるのかよ。
For all I know, this might not be my PC. Or sorry, it might not be the game, it might be my PC. No, I don't think so. I was playing Slay the Spire normally just fine, just today after I got back home.
もちろん覚えてましたもん。ね、リト先輩。え、私？リトは覚えてるでしょ。よく一緒に遊んでたし。
What are these guys talking about again? Sorry, I was so distracted by the text being weird. Oh, they were talking about Takun. I guess all of these guys are my
覚えてる。
childhood friends.
リト先輩、なんだか嬉しそうですね。
Okay, ignore all of the technical difficulties that the game has, guys. I don't know what the fuck is wrong.
ちょっと懐かしくって。ね、結局誰なの？一生思い出さなくていいですよ、鳥頭。
I do like how the localization is actually a lot more faithful to the translation, or sorry, to the original text. Because I do think that Tori Atama might actually be bird brain. Sometimes like localization kind of, you know, added in words that aren't really there or changes stuff.
たっくん、今日帰ってくるんだって。なんでも一人暮らし始めるらしいわよ。
Karigurashi.
今日ね、たくまさんと連絡取ってたんですね。知りませんでした。まあね、うち特に親同士が仲良かったから。なあリト、今日ねと彩香が知らない男の話題で勝手に盛り上がってんだけど。日和、本当に覚えてないの？瀬戸田拓磨。ほら、あんたんとこの商店街の外れに住んでた。
See, the reason why I think this might not be my PC is because if you take a look at the loading on between the text, the circle thing, the FPS on that is not choppy whatsoever, right? And yet, the text actually is choppy. Why is that? I actually do think it might be the game bugging out on me. Maybe I'll try to do like a save and then reload. Like, this will be my first, like, you know, maybe like going just to title and then load, just to see if it fixes it. It's like my second time, like, trying to fix stuff that's, that's going weird on the game. Doesn't seem to affect anything, sadly. Okay. I'm gonna go quit one more time. Last time, guys. And then, if it doesn't affect anything, I'll just, you know, continue as is.
Asa Project Kagami Games Karigurashi Renai.
Alright, so I don't know which one's Rito. I know that Hyo is the top right because that was the character that I chose. I know there's a Hiyori girl, and I forgot the last girl. Nah, it still does it. I don't know what's going on with my copy.
幼い頃の話とはいえ、幼馴染のことを忘れるなんて、まったくひどい鳥ですね。
Oh, there we go. Ayaka. Ayaka, based on, you know, she seems to be a tsundere sort of voice. I know I'm being judgmental, but you know, these games are usually not very deep. and they just follow tropes. I'm gonna assume Ayaka is the freaking blonde chick.
鳥扱いやめろ。つか、名前と顔が一致しないんだけど。それ、本当に幼馴染って言えんの？どのラインから幼馴染になるわけ？
Hope you guys don't hear me when I mute the mic, when I like bump it up, because I'm actually coughing.
どんな顔してましたっけ？日和はともかく、あやちゃんはしょうがないかもね。幼馴染って言っても、もう10年くらい前の話だし。日和はともかく？名前ぐらい覚えていてあげなよ。リトまで私が白状者みたいな言い方しないでくれよ。よし、百聞は一見にしかず。顔見りゃ思い出すかも。スタコやさっさー。ちょっと日和、どこ行くの？噂のターくんに会いに行ってくるから、どうぞお構いなく。タッくんね。第一村人発見！
So, am I correct in you being a Yaka? Or are you Hiyori? Okay, this is me. Whoa! What's with this blonde?
つかぬことをお聞きしますが、この辺りでなんとかさんという男を探しているのですが、ご存知ないですか？
Oh, this is actually Hiyori, isn't it? I guess I messed up the voice. That's a little too vague to go on.
そうですか。捜査協力感謝します。では、本館はこれにて失敬。
You know, she's pretty busty for her, like, physique. I watched the human storm of energy disappear. She looked familiar. Well, it shouldn't surprise me to find familiar faces around here. This is my hometown, after all. It's been 10 years since my parents' job transfer dragged me away. And today, I'm starting my long-awaited life on my own. Oh, I got an achievement. Nothing's really changed at all. The town before me looks completely different from my memories. Okay, for all I know, guys, no, it can't be my recording software. I'm taking a look and it doesn't seem like it's even using that much CPU. It's using 3% of my CPU. Because when the Steam achievement popped up there, it was kind of laggy. Well, a decade will change a place. No wonder I got a little lost. My destination is an old house just past the shopping district. I chose to come back to my hometown because it'd be easier than a totally new place. And more importantly, because we own a house here, which means I don't have to worry about rent. My parents gave me their blessing on the condition that I earn my own living expenses and stay in this town. That's so weird. They were going out of town for their work and they didn't sell the house here? And no one's living here? Like, that's so weird, isn't it? Why would you keep the house when you don't even know whether or not you're gonna come back? I get that this is their hometown, but that's still weird, right? I even managed to pass a pretty tough transfer exam for a school here. The house itself is old, but it's more than spacious enough for one guy. As long as I don't have to pay rent, I can get by with a part-time job. I really couldn't ask for a better deal. Alright, now where's my nostalgic childhood home? Is it gonna ring more than 3 times? Yep. It's totally dilapidated. Jeez, this is my house? What the fuck? This is why they should have just sold the house. Like, holy shit. Renovations about with this house is gonna take, like, so much more money. I know, because I just fixed my roof, and even that is already 3 grand, and I'm not done with everything. It's probably gonna cost me upwards to 5 grand. Jeez. Oh dear, is it really that run down? Run down doesn't even begin to cover it. The roof's caved in and a cherry tree is saying hello. This property values atmosphere over habitability. So houses do fall apart when nobody lives in them. I'm shocked. I wasn't told it was this bad. You're supposed to maintain your assets. Oh wait, sorry. There was like Takuma's mom in some of the voices that I was saying, so my bad. Is my mom with me or are we calling her? Oh, we called her. There was a ring. Why isn't she voiced? They skimped up on the budget here. Forget about retirement. What about right now? I was ready for a fixer-upper, but no roof is a deal breaker. It's not something a person enjoying modern city life should be asking. Yeah, you do need a roof, by the way. You don't want leaks anywhere. Ugh. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to voice act that. I want to live on my own, not be on a survival show. No way. Why do you sound so relieved? Your beloved son is gonna cry. Ah, wait! We're not done talking! What a nice mom. She hung up on me. I stared blankly at my provisional new home. She wants me to have a barbecue in this tinderbox? That's just asking for a fire.
Oh yeah, さっきの第一村人。
Daichi no Morabito? That's NPC? Okay. Ah, hello.
この廃屋に何かご用でありますか?
So it really is a ruin. Even from an objective viewpoint, my home is really a ruin. So, what does a blonde like you want here?
金髪って私の形容の仕方もっと他にないの? かわいいとかキュンニュンとかおつんでさんとか
Yeah, this is that sort of game, guys. When the girls are saying this shit to you, you know this is not a serious game.
失笑するんじゃないよ
Huh? That wasn't a punchline?
なんだこいつ
That's what I should be saying.
確かな情報筋によればここが私の探している男の家だと言うんだそして今日からここに住むらしい
How is anyone supposed to live in a ruin like this?
えら知らないけど
They do have nice facial animations. Or not animation, facial differences, facial variations. Wait, you! Don't make faces! No, show me that dopey look you had when you flinched a second ago.
なんて変則的なアプローチ
So dumb. Right, that face. Somehow it evokes nostalgia. What the fuck? I recall a certain girl's face from a dusty corner of my mind. You're Hiyori, aren't you?
どんな思い出し方どうして今の顔で思い出すのっていうかお前誰だ
Yeah, I kind of realized that she's actually Hiyori after what they said about how she's the airhead. It's me, Takuma.
タクマ私が探してるのはなんとかさんだぞ
Well, I'm technically a Ta something son.
そう言われてみるとそうだ会いたかったぞタクヤ
It's Takuma. You get so many freaking achievements in this game. I already got another achievement. I took a look at the Steam page and there's like 42 achievements. To think the face I'd seen somewhere belonged to Nizuma Hiyori, one of the girls I used to play with back in the day. Do tell me if the volume of the game is too loud, by the way, guys. I don't think my voice is that loud. I think this is like the typical voice that I have set up usually. But the game might be a bit too loud. Yeah, it's all coming back to me. That chaotic energy of hers, flying off in random directions. It was a long time ago though, so the details are still fuzzy.
いやー懐かしいなあのおねしょたくまさんだったとは
Who the hell are you talking about? I wasn't in Pampers, nor am I the type to be pampered. I don't think that's I don't know what the original Japanese says, but I assume Pampers are those diapers, right? Do those rhyme in Japanese? I don't think so.
ところで匠、
It's still Takuma.
廃材の魔術師と呼ばれる匠、一体この廃屋をどう変身させるのでしょう。
Not even a master craftsman could do anything about this.
なんということでしょう。無造作に開け放たれた屋根から桜の木が安らぎと癒しの空間を演出しています。
You're already doing the after segment.
何お前、ここに住むの？
I don't get the joke. Could you be any more blunt? Did you cheat me?
いやだって
Fuck this bitch.
ここ幽霊出るってご近所さんの間でもっぱらの噂だし。
Now you're just making stuff up.
夜な夜な鼻息荒く上下運動する半裸の男の霊が出るんだってさ。
What the fuck? That's weirdly specific. It's not spooky. It's just plain scary.
あくまで噂だし、私は信じてないからな。この目で見たものしか信じない主義だから。
I think that's just a typical pervert, dude. This girl, for all her bravado, is terrified of ghosts. But realistically, what am I gonna do? I don't have the money to find another place, and it's not like I can even find one right away.
いやでも基礎は腐ってないし、屋根さえどうにかできれば住めそうだけどな。
Sorry if you hear me chugging something. I'm drinking some Coke Zero. Vanilla flavored. Did I just hear something get destroyed with incredible force?
現象だろ。それに壊れたのなら直せばいい。なければ作ればいい。この通り廃材ならいくらでもあるし。
I'm not a carpenter. I'm not on some HGTV show. What is that? High something? I don't know. Handcraft? I have no idea.
もし家直すならちょっと楽しそうだから私も手伝ってやんよ。
Hate to break it to you while you're getting excited, but don't you move an inch. I put a stop to the blonde girl trying to demolish my poor house even further and took a moment to think. Normally, I could figure something out to get by, but thanks to my naivete? Naivete? I don't know how you say that. Naivety, I guess. In banking on this house, I have no startup money. Mouse? There we go. I have savings from my old part-time job, but renting a new place means a security deposit, key money, and all sorts of other fees. School starts tomorrow, and I was just thinking, I needed to find a new job, and then this happens. Honestly, I'm screwed. For now, I guess I have no choice but to spend the night here. I'm just gonna use my keyboard. For some reason, the mouse isn't really responding that well.
おめでとう。君の勇気ある決断がこの街を救ったのだ。
I have no idea what that means, but I think it was her way of cheering me up.
なんとなく覚えてる幼馴染のよしみで寝袋ぐらいは貸してやるよ。うち近いし。
Appreciated. You're not gonna let me stay with you? What sort of childhood friend are you?
いいってことよ。じゃあせいぜい真夜中に通報されんようにつつましく強く生きろよ、拓三。
I don't really mind characters or even people that don't really call my name right. It's so stupid though. I know that people aren't this dumb. This is only exaggerated in anime. Name hasn't changed. That's still Takuma. Hiyori leaves, adding another worry to my pile. She doesn't seem to remember me very well, but she was still a good person and easy to talk to.
当たり前を売った子。
Yuri turned out to be as good as a person, blah blah blah. I can't believe I was too slow to read that. It's just too cold. It's already spring, but the nights are still freezing. Speaking of freezing, I'm actually using a blanket, but because the AC is directly in front, or directly like spewing the cold air to this desk, I am fucking freezing too. My house is basically a wind tunnel, so that's no surprise. I burrow into the sleeping bag Yuri lent me like a caterpillar. The only good thing about this ruin is the beautiful view of the moonlit cherry blossoms. But that's a limited time only spring special. What am I going to do tomorrow? First things first, I need a part-time job. In this world, money solves most problems, and the reverse is also true. With that decided, I'll get to sleep early and prepare for tomorrow. It's my first day as a transfer student, so it's not like I have nothing to look forward to. I studied my ass out to come back to my hometown. I'm not gonna let a little roofless house get me down. Okay, I guess this is the pervert. I was gonna say, I don't really know what the hell the actual synopsis of this game is, guys. Like, I legit, I like, heard from Samantha that this is a game from Asa Project, and I'm like, sure. Without even thinking too much about it. Because, you know, like, I remember this, like, the rent for hire boyfriend thing was stupid, and I kinda just want to play something dumb, you know, for a bit. That's why I said yes. What's that sound? It's the low, sweaty breathing of a man.
夜な夜な鼻息荒く上下運動する反乱の男の霊が出るんだってさ。
Nice Naruto flashbacks. We just saw this like not even 5 minutes ago. Eek! No way! Is it a real ghost? This guy's either shitting or he's fapping. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, Takuma. Sorry, man. You're not Rance. I'm not gonna say this bullshit. Pure terror took over, and I bolted out into the night. So where'd I run? Gyone? What the heck is Gyone? Is that supposed to be Kyo?
うわ、何？情けない声出して。
Here I am, shivering on a swing in a deserted park, on the phone with Aranami Kyo, the one person I've kept in touch with after moving away. Like Hiyori, she's a childhood friend, and since she was the oldest, we'd all call her Kyone forever. My house is haunted, dude. Sure, dude. So dumb. I wonder what the original Japanese text is.
一旦落ち着きなさい。
A few seconds later.
なるほどね。どこに住むのかと思えば、あのボロボロの。てっきりどっか部屋借りて暮らすもんだと思ってたわ。
They missed the Boro Boro. Boro Boro is run down. So that's where you were living. Yeah, she was saying about how, yeah, that you know, run down building. This is horrible. It's too much.
強く生きろ。
Is that the only thing my childhood friends know how to say?
他人に頼るくらいなら、おとなしく親元帰りなさいってこと。
I thought that you guys wanted me to be here. You guys were talking about me. Why are these guys suddenly being so cold? That's a brutally fair point, but you have to admit, this isn't entirely my fault. If the house was in a ruin, or at least if it wasn't already occupied by a ghost, this wouldn't have happened. So, Kyone, I need a huge favor.
聞くだけ聞いてあげる。
Do you know where Rito lives? Rito is like the main character for Two Love Ru. It's so weird that this is actually a girl. There is no god in this world. What, we're suddenly some psychological villain? But there are childhood friends. Lies! There are no gods and there are no childhood friends for us mortals. Damn you, anime. In other words, Kyone is God. A single ray of light pierced the darkness of my lonely, homeless life. The path ahead is steep, for sure, but at least now I can see a glimmer of hope. This must be it. I arrive at a completely ordinary-looking apartment building. There is no security gate, so I could walk right up to the units. And so I reached my destination. It was late, but still early enough that I wouldn't be a total nuisance. Just in case, I checked to make sure the lights were on. I pressed the intercom button hesitantly and waited. This was my third childhood friend, after Hiyori and Kyone. I guess this is the Rito chick. A boy I used to play with all the time, sure, a boy, right. I haven't seen him in years, but I think we were close enough that he'd at least let me crash on his floor for one night. I think this is the pink-haired one, right? Well, the part of me is relieved.
Hi, どちら様?
What the hell? You look so different. I actually thought she was gonna be the same. Like the boyish-looking one. This is Rito now? Damn. Who is it? I'm now facing a new crisis. Damn, she got a glow up. Apparently, your brain just goes blank when you're faced with something you absolutely did not expect. And since I'm the one who came here, I now have to deal with the woman in front of me with a completely empty head. Excuse me. This is where Sakuragibashi Rito-san lives, right?
はい、そうですけど。
Yeah, she really got a glow up. Whew, that's a relief. Is Rito-san home? Come on, she just said, "Hey." Hmm?
リトならここにいますけど。
Sorry about that. Saying so, the ponytailed girl lowers her gaze. What is here? Wait, don't tell me she means she's growing a new life in her belly. This game is so stupid, man. God, this is just the thing that I need to get back into, you know, making videos again. Am I stupid? I punched my blank head once to get my sanity back. I managed to calm down a little.
タクマ?
Huh? Being called a name I never expected to hear sent my brain right back to blank.
タクマだよね。瀬戸田タクマ。
Was Rito the one that didn't remember me? No, I think it was Ayaka and Hiyori, right? Wait, or was it Rito that didn't remember me too? I forgot. Yes, I am Takuma. Your support for Setuda Takuma is appreciated. Is this an election?
やっぱり久しぶり。背伸びたね。
No way. What is this? Some new kind of pickup line? How do you know my name? She knows my name. Did Rito have a sister? I don't remember.
私リトだよ。桜木橋リト。覚えてるよね。
Eh? Rito?
えってなんだかさっきから様子が変だけど、もしかして顔を覚えてないの？
I mean, if you were like the other chick that I thought was more timid, then I wouldn't have been this weirded out probably. No, it's just Rito is a boy, so a boy. A boy? So dumb. Yeah, I'm not gonna voice act this Takuma. I'm not the screaming type. This is even more shocking than when I found out my house was in ruins. Unfortunately, my scream has even worse consequences than echoing down the hall. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. This coldness is making me really want to piss. Ugh. Give me 1 second. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Man, it's so cold, dude, I swear. Rito-san. I called out to her nervously, and she turned with a surprisingly gentle smile.
死にさらせこのおたんこなす。
Damn. Was she really this much of a, what do you call it? Potty mouth? Experienced a misunderstanding with Rito. I guess we're gonna have achievements for all the females.
もしもし、たっくん、リトとは会えたの？もしもし？
I was gonna say, I guess Ayaka is the only one we haven't seen, quote unquote. Kyo here, we haven't really seen too, but we've seen her sprite. Kyo ne, I'm starting to wonder just how sinful a human being can grow to be.
なんかよくわかんないけど、超めんどくさそうだから切るね。強く生きろ。
This park bench suits me just fine. There's a park bench? Where's the bench? So dumb. Am I supposed to like try to cry there? I'm not gonna do it. This man's tears fell to the ground with the cherry blossoms at night. Wait, where's the other two girls? I haven't met those guys. Well, I guess we'll meet them at the school.
おはよう、ひより。あ、リリー、なんだか元気ないな。花粉症？私ってさ、女の子だよね。私はリトが女の子だろうが男の子だろうが変わらずに友達でいるから。そういうこと聞いてるんじゃないの。
I mean, did you look at yourself in front of a mirror 10 years ago? You definitely do look more boyish.
だってリトは女の子だけど男の子にも憧れてるのかなって。そう。でも男なんてやめた方がいいぞ。あんな急所の塊またチンプラリンするなんて私は考えらんないわ。やっぱマンだわ。あれリトさん？リトさん？
Man, does everyone in this game have a potty mouth? Calm down, Yuri. I'm Satoda Takuma. Nice to meet you.
なあ、どうしてあいつ死にかけてんだ？あ、リトと隣の席か。そして私の後ろの席だな。これでやつを完全に包囲したぞ。この二人、座りながら微動だにせず息絶えておる。俺たちの戦いはこれからだ。
Whatever.
あのアンポンタンがパイナップル頭が私のことを男だと勘違いしてて、覚えてないならまだしもよりにもよって男だと。
You know, Rito, maybe you should whip out the album and let's say whether or not you were a boy or a girl.
とまあ、もうこんな感じで手がつけられなくって。あのリト先輩がこんなにも荒ぶるなんて。
Oh, this is Ayaka. Okay, I thought that Rito would be Ayaka looking. Because, you know, it kind of feels like her being modestly sized chest, you know, is a lot more of a linear progression than what she looks like right now, I guess.
私もまだ会ってないけど、たっくんで今そんなパイナップル頭になってるの
？Not sure. We don't really see the main character, like the main character's sprite.
そこ今気にするとこか？いや、全然ツンツンしてないけどさ。まあ確かにいくらちっちゃい頃の話だとはいえ、男の子と勘違いされてたってのはムカつくかもね。
Okay, she got the biggest chest.
でしょ？ほんと信じらんない。私は今も昔も女の子のつもりだったのに。
Guess you're number 2, Rito.
でもさ、色気ない服装してたリトも悪いんじゃね？確かリトって昔はズボンとか短パンばっか履いてたし。
Yeah, Yori's probably 3rd, and then Ayaka's last.
ひより、もしかしてタクマの肩持つつもり？めそうもございません。笑顔がおっかねえ。それよりタクマさん、これからどうするんでしょう？せっかくだし顔見せに行こっか。あやちゃんも来るでしょ？
Is she the only one that doesn't know me?
はい、あやかもまだ会ってませんから。ちょっと今日はね、あやちゃんまで。
She called herself Ayako?
人の話聞いてた？リト、あんたは来なくていいわよ。 代わりに日和が話し相手してくれるってすっきりするまで愚痴ったらいいんじゃない？こいつら私に面倒な役回りをしつけるつもりだ。補足だぞ。人聞きの悪いことを言わないでください。これはリト先輩と仲良しの日和にしかできないことなんです。普段私のこと無謀の石ころ程度にしか思ってない綾香が照れた。速攻のヘドロぐらいにしか思ってませんよ。なんか言ったか？
Everyone in this game is not kind.
いえ、なんでも。昼休み終わっちゃいますし、行きましょう今日ね。
Sorry about that.
裏切り者ね。どんだけ根に持ってるの？
I do like the interaction sometimes that I don't have to talk. What a mess. The second lunch break started. I couldn't take it anymore and bolted from the classroom. Of all the luck, I end up in the same class as Rito in the seat right next to her. It couldn't possibly be more awkward. On top of that, she glares at me every time our eyes meet. And the idiot in front of me keeps tearing off bits of her eraser and throwing them at me when she thinks I'm not looking. Have some respect for your belongings. But it's my fault. I'll have to catch her after school and apologize.
Juice が飲みたい。でもお金がない。こりゃあマイティング。
Maybe this is the one that I don't know. I thought there were only 4 females. A rather petite girl was staring helplessly at a vending machine. I remember in Love for Rent or whatever, there was like a similar looking girl like this with red hair, and they were twins, and those guys were the ones that I like did the root for first, because probably I was just thinking with my dick. You know, I just wanted to see the threesome and shit, and that's it. I legit paid no attention to the story. I mean, I probably did pay attention to the story a tiny bit, but you know the reason why you play these games. Looks like she's in the same boat as me. I feel like, I don't know, all this stuff that I've been saying today has been crazy. Is she at that age where she's worried about her body odor? I'm sure there's more I could comment on, but I feel like getting involved is a bad idea, so instead, I walk away quietly. Ah! She's right behind me, isn't she? Why does a lovely young student like yourself only have charcoal on her? If there's a crisis it can be solved with a single piece of charcoal, I'd love to hear about it. What is with this girl? She seems legitimately dangerous. Is everyone in this game just a freak? Okay, looking at Ayaka's boobs again, I do think that she might be on par with Hiyori. Maybe even slightly bigger, I'm not sure. Nanako's for sure is the smallest one. She leaned in, getting her face right up to mine and staring intently. Is something wrong? You know my name, so... Oh, you must be Ayaka. Touching a reunion, Unlike a stern blonde, her graceful mannerisms were familiar, and I remembered her instantly. Ayaka is a year younger than me. Despite her appearance, she always gave off the impression of being a responsible person. Maybe it's because she has younger siblings. Yeah, there you go, another achievement. I thought that there were only 4 girls looking at the title screen, but there's 5? There might even be 6, I'm not sure. Stop trying to sell me things. I don't have one. She just started talking to me. What is?
綾香は潔癖の節がある。でも本当は興味津々なむっつりスケベだからグイッと言っちゃってオッケー。なーちゃん。
Ayaka slapped a hand over Nanako's mouth in a fluster. They seemed to be good friends.
おひさ、たっくん。
Kyone! You came to see me?
リトと日和にはあったらしいから、あやちゃんと一緒にね。背も伸びてすっかり男の子だね。そういう君もしばらく見ない間にずいぶんだらしない乳ぶら下げるようになったじゃないの。ぼやんぼやん。
They're a bit too big for my liking. Nanako, now being chased by a silent Kyone, threw her only possession, the charcoal in resistance. Seriously, what is with that girl?
あやちゃん、この子ちゃんとしつけておきなさいって言ってるでしょ。捕まった。うちのなーちゃんがご迷惑を。
I think she said Mune. Is it really a regrettable N?
こびぬ退かぬ悪びねぬのにょピーム。少しは悪びれて。あやちゃんもあれで長女だから、ああいうタイプのこと合うんだと思うの。
Is that how it works?
そういや聞いたわよ。リトのことを男の子と勘違いしてたんだって。ぷぷぷ。
Yeah. Childhood friend network is as fast as ever. Kyone grinned, poking me in the side.
リト、マジ切れしてたわよ。あのパイナップル頭があって。
Where are the pineapple elements in my head?
まあ、うちら幼なじみって言っても、一緒にお風呂入ったりだとか、そういうの全くなかったし、しょうがないと思うけどね。
Still, it's my fault. I'm planning to apologize later.
たっくん、それでこそ男だ。と言いたいところだけど、リトって頑固だから、謝ったくらいじゃ機嫌直してくれないと思うの。
What else do I need to do? Bribe her? In that case, I'll fight to the bitter end. I'll hit back, even if she's a girl. I throw a few shadow punches. I have to stand up for all men and resist this unreasonable treatment, even if it's from a girl.
最低な男がいるわね。ちょっとはリトの気持ちも考えてあげなさいよ。たっくんだって女の子と間違われたら嫌でしょ。
I probably wouldn't care. Me as a girl? Doable.
ありなのかーい。
Doable as in you would fuck yourself, or doable as in I would actually fit as a girl? If I look good enough to be mistaken for a girl, think of all the stuff I could get away with.
最低だわ。底辺のさらに底辺をかすめていく最低な男が目の前にいるわ。臆すことなくよく言ったな。褒めてやるから備長炭買い取って。
How much are those things anyway? I pushed Nanako, who had popped up to offer me the now sandy piece of charcoal, back toward Ayaka.
たくまさんが女の子にちょっと無理があると思います。
That's doable in its own way.
もう何でもありじゃないの。
Ari, huh? I don't know what that actually means in Japanese. It's nice when a younger girl sees you as manly.
こうも開き直ってるとは思ってなかったんだけど、どうしよっかな。
Kyone seems to be plotting something, but as a guy with no place to live, I'm invincible. Things can't get any worse.
今日うちの備長炭いいねで買い取ってくれるんか。
You're making things complicated, so stay out of it.
まあリトのためでもあるしいっか。ねえたっくん、それにあやちゃん、ちょっと話があるから放課後教室で待っててくれる？あれ、あやかもですか？うん、あやちゃんも。もう昼休み終わっちゃうし、後で迎えに行くから。
I feel like we're gonna take turns living at these guys' houses, but I guess we'll see. With a little wave, Kyone headed back toward the school building.
お話って何でしょう？
Who knows? More importantly, can you get this girl off me? She won't let go.
今にも喉が渇いて死にそうだ。清涼飲料水を砂糖たっぷりのあんまをくれ。もう今日だけだからね。
Now, by the way, I forgot to mention, if you guys download this game from Steam, download the patch from Kagami Games. After like my update video, I actually had to download the patch since I forgot to download it. And it was like 2 gigabytes. That's a big amount of patch. So yeah. And because I'm on Wi-Fi, it took me quite a while to actually download it. I don't have my LAN cable in this room.
Hayaka-sama, 一生ついていきます。では、タクマさん、また放課後に。
Yeah. They get along like sisters. Maybe those guys are a package. Maybe we can get threesomes again. Oh, is this really the only thing in my mind when I play these games? And watching them walk away, I feel a strange sense of deja vu.
この恩はいずれ備長炭にて必ずや。
She said
タクマ、
Bincho
一緒に
Tan.
帰ろうぜ。
He finally remembered my name. The carefree blonde Hiyori calls out to me with a second thought, even though I'm the transfer student everyone's watching. Normally, you'd expect people to gossip about our relationship, but strangely, no one seems to care. In fact, no one is talking to me at all. Why? I'm a reasonably handsome guy. Whoa! You don't say that about yourself. You're always like this, huh?
尻がるって呼びたいのなら呼んでもいいぞ。代わりにお前の尻の穴が2つに増えるけどな。
What are with these girls and their potty mouths? What she says is awful, but the fact that it doesn't bother me is probably because of how open she is. Sorry, Kyone told me to wait in the classroom. She has something to talk about.
お前それって告白じゃね？
Isn't that a bit of a leap? She said she's calling Ayaka too.
第三者を立ち会わせての告白じゃね？
You're stupid. What kind of confession is that? I was surprised she was so interested in this kind of stuff, but looking at her face, there wasn't a single thought behind her eyes.
おまた今日ね、講習の面前ですよ。いや、今のはそういう意味じゃないでしょ。むつりあやか。
That is Kyomata. What? No, she just said Omata, right?
撤回してください。さもないとその細腕をへし折りますよ。
I do like Ayaka's voice actress a bit.
あ、やるかやんのか。年下だろうと容赦しないぞ私は。
Ayaka, kick her! Kick her! Forget the skirt and just kick her! A magnificent roundhouse kick!
はい、本当のむっつりがあそこにいんぞ。
What the fuck? I don't know what the hell is going
で
on.
もさ、不潔です。
What, do I just want to see her panties? I get another achievement? I'm not a masochist, but Ayaka's scornful, blushing glare does things to me.
ちょっと勝手に盛り上がらないでよ。重大発表はこれからなのに。と。何さりげに帰ろうとしてんのよ、リト。あんたも残りなさい。
Kyone grabbed Rito, who was stubbornly refusing to look at me, and dragged her back into the classroom.
お皿なしに大集合ね。ついに頂点を決める争いが始まるのか。胸が熱くなるな。胸なんてないくせに勝手に一人でやっててください。あ、第2ラウンドやるか。いいぞ、かかってこいよ。今日ね、もう逃げないから話して。これからまた逃げるかもしれないからダメ。今日ね、ずるいぞ。私もリト捕まえてお肌スベスベしたい。
It's been a while since I've seen the four of them together like this, but they're as close as ever.
はいはい、聞いて。たっくんね、住む家がないらしいの。正確にはまともに住める家だかしら。そういや、たくま、結局あの廃屋で寝泊まりしたのか？
I would have just gone to the park and sleep there. I feel like sleep is too elegant a word for what happened. The truth is, I greeted the morning half conscious after sobbing through the cold spring wind and mysterious breathing noises.
それで男の子だって勘違いしてたから、リトの部屋に泊めてもらおうとしたらご覧のありさまなわけ。
Now that she was part of the conversation, Rito shot a sullen look in my direction. I put my hands together in a pose of apology.
おい見ろよ綾香。たくまのやつあまりの恐ろしさに命乞いしてるぜ。情けない。いえ、あれはおそらく錬金術を試みているのではないでしょうか。
Whatever, dude. These guys are so random. Thanks to the peanut gallery, Rito thought I was mocking her and got even angrier. It's not my fault.
というわけで、たっくんをしばらくうちらの家に泊めてあげよう大作戦。
It was pretty easy to guess what was gonna happen.
はあ。ごめん去年全く聞いてなかった。というわけで、の前からもう一回頼む。だからたっくんが新しい住処確保できるまで交代交代で止めてあげようって話。
No, I mean, I appreciate the offer, but that's a bit... Even if we are childhood friends, barging into a girl's house, especially ones I just reunited with, is a bit too much. It's not just that I feel bad, I feel like my nerves would be completely shot, in more ways than one.
私は嫌だからね。どうしてこの節穴野郎なんて止めなきゃいけないの。日和もなんか言ってやって。
Reasonable.
私はいいぞ。
Unreasonable.
だって面白そうじゃん。あやかも大丈夫ですよ。あやちゃんまで？どうして？
Do you guys got a spare room? Like, do you guys know where the hell I'm gonna be sleeping at?
うちはその一人増えたくらいじゃ変わりないですし。それに
I mean, isn't it more of an issue with your house, Ayaka, since you said you have siblings?
あやかお前。さてはこの機に乗じて少女捨てるつもりだな。転送関連ガバガバかよ。行くわ。
What the fuck is wrong with these chicks?
あやかはずっとお兄ちゃんが欲しかったのです。ガン無視されたんですが。
Another achievement, I guess. For a good reason, yeah.
それよか。お兄ちゃんとかのたまってるけどいいのか？
Being called Oni-chan sounds nice, to be honest. Hey, Hiyori, doesn't that sound nice?
まんざらでもないのはわかるけど気持ち悪いぞお前。
As an only child, that has a certain appeal to me. Kyone is like an older sister, and Ayaka would be a younger sister. Not bad.
でもいいのかあやか。お前がよくてもお前の家族が黙ってないと思うが。黙らせます。おい、今日のあやかは力強いな。もちろんうちはオールオッケーだから任せといて。
So do I get my first choice here? I've been to Kyone's house a few times. I know her parents, but what exactly does "there will be no problem" mean?
それでリタだけ参加しないのはどうかと思うんだけど。いくない。そういう無理強いするのいくない。同調圧力ってやついくない。
Wouldn't she actually be feeling left out if she didn't get to join this?
たっくん助けるってのももちろんあるけど、私はリトのためを思って提案してるのよ。どういう意味？だってリト、このまま放っておいたらいつまでもたっくんと仲直りできないでしょ。これから
Oh, sorry about that. Man, I'm not gonna lie, guys. The coldness is making me like sleepy. God damn. It's so fucking cold. My AC is only at 20 degrees. Maybe I should up it to 22.
それにリトだけ仲間外れになっちゃうわよ。いいの？毎日おたまりの様子とかみんなで語っちゃうけどいいの？聞くだけでいいもん。ホット頑固ね。あ、そうだ。昼から思ってたんだけど、たっくんからほら、匂わない？その、なんというか、緑の香りというか。
The fuck are you talking about?
する。ほのかに土の香りも。ずっとってわけじゃないと思うけど、それでもしばらくはどんどん自然と一体化していくたっくんの隣にいなくちゃいけないのよ。窓開けてもないのに新緑の香りが隣からするのよ。
I mean, I don't think the smell of greenery is that bad.
銭湯とか行くでしょ、さすがに。
Oh, what the? Sorry about that. I didn't know that pressing enter, like holding enter, would actually do that. Can I like go back to where I am?
実行するよ。
Ooh, nice. I like games like this.
銭湯とか行くでしょ、さすがに。
Yeah, this is where I was at. Sorry about that. I pressed the like enter button too hard.
そんなものはうちの町にもないでしょ。隣町まで行かなくちゃ。
What? You don't have a public bath in your town?
お部屋にシュッシュッと。人にかけちゃダメなやつじゃないの。それ。こしょこしょ話長えな。私トイレ行きたいんだけど、お昼から行ってないからもうタップンなんだけど。
Not gonna lie, Hiyori, because of this coldness, I kinda gotta pee again too, but I'll wait until there's no music scene.
100円あげるから下腹部殴ってもいいですか？冗談でもやめろよ。キュンキュンするだろ。
The fuck? It gets you tingly.
はい、お待たせ。緑の土のミミズの干からびった。
Rito, completely drained of life, muttered under her breath like she was casting a curse.
リトの説得には成功したから、早速今日からお泊まりスタートね。2日ずつ交代で、最初は私の家来て。
Isn't that more like brainwashing than persuasion? Wait, I haven't even said I'd say yet.
おとなしく泊まれ。
But now even Rito's threatening me. She was just against this a minute ago. What the hell brought on this change of heart?
そういやさ、たくま。お前、ちょっとくせえぞ。昨日ちゃんと風呂入ったのかよ。
I mean, even if I didn't take a bath, like, you know, even if my house is like an ass, I could probably go to a public toilet and wipe off. Ah, so that's why no one talked to me on my first day as a transfer student. Please let me stay at your places.
素直でよろしい。はい、あとはじゃんけんで順番決めてっと。最初はグーか、それともインじゃんか。レギュレーションはきっちり決めてください。拳隠すのあり。
The passion you guys have for this game is insane. And just like that.
はじめは渡して、次は日和。あやちゃんと来て、最後はリトね。
Yeah, I guess from the looks of it, what I'm going to do for this game is probably show you guys like the first nights with all of these characters and then call it. That probably is good enough as a showcase for, you know, what the game has to offer. Well, like what the game's about as terms of story, as far as story goes, right? You guys won't be seeing the 18s, that's for sure. That's where you guys will be buying the game yourselves. Kyone, Hiyori, Ayaka, Rito. I'll try to get out of your hair as soon as I can, so thanks for putting up with me until then.
別にゆっくりしていってもいいんだぞ。
I can't really do that.
真面目ちゃんかよ。ま、そういうの嫌いじゃないけど。何さりげに自分の株上げようとしてるんですか。姑息です。あやかも精一杯おもてなししますからね。
Man, this chick really wants me to bang her, huh? Oh. And just like that, the conversation moves on without me. I'm now set to move from one childhood friend's house to another. Honestly, as a healthy guy, I'm excited about staying at the girls' houses for obvious reasons, even if they are my childhood friends. But this sleepover life proves to be far more than I ever imagined. Every day is full of nerve-wracking moments.
毎度。あれ、たっくん、どうしたのつったって。
Well, I'm just nervous. Even if it's Kyone, walking into the house of a girl my age, and staying the night, no less, has me on edge. Kyone, who I remember as being reliable and steady, has grown up into a full-fledged woman.
そういうもんなの？ただいま。
She did not say, honey, I'm home. She literally just said, I'm home. I think I'm probably gonna call it an episode after I'm done with her first, with the first night here with Kyo. Ignoring my anxiety, Kyone casually kicks off her shoes and walks into the house. I timidly follow behind her, take off my shoes, and while I'm at it, straighten hers out before stepping inside.
連れてきたよ。
Hello. It's been a long time since I last saw you.
あらあら、たっくん。よく来たわね。さあ、上がって上がって。
She's voiced. I wonder if we're gonna have some some Oyakodon garbage in this game. I hear a voice, but I can't see anyone.
やだ、きょうちゃんよりも大きくなっちゃって。もうすっかり男の子って感じね。
Kyone, is your mother an invisible woman?
次、おばさんって呼んだらお尻ペンペンだからね。姿が見えないのはソファーに寝っ転がってるだけで、あとは適当言ってるだけじゃない？
Kyone answers without a hint of interest and disappears into her room. Toko-san,
久しぶり、たっくん。元気してた？
are your boobs actually smaller than Kyo's? Why is her face so big looking? Her head is big. Toko-san slowly sits up from the sofa, finally revealing herself. I'm sure you heard from Kyone, but I'll be in your care for a while.
遠慮しなくっていいのよ。自分の家だと思ってくつらいでね。
She's young. Has that vibe. Vibe? Toko-san hasn't changed much from my faint memories of her. Even at home, she's dressed fashionably. I can't believe she was just rolling around in a sofa. Yeah, if I call her Kyone's mother, I'm definitely getting a spanking.
やだもう。きょうちゃんママがそんなに美人さんだからってまじまじと見つめちゃやーよ。
Usually this is bait. So is there gonna be an Oyakodon scene or not? That's my question. But usually it's bait. I don't think Asa Project Games does that.
ママったらバカ言ってないでそこどいて。
Kyo's are bigger. Before I know it, Kyone has changed out of her uniform jacket and plopped down next to Toko-san with a bag of snacks. Kyone, where should I put my bag?
これこれ、そこら辺でオッケー。
This is why you're fat, Kyo. You're snacking right now? Huh. She replies casually while chewing on a snack stick. It's just one bag with a change of clothes, but I put it against the wall where it'll be out of the way.
ママ、ドラマの再放送見たいからリモコン取って。きょうちゃんの方が近いじゃない。私はお菓子食べるのに忙しいの。ママだってずっと座ってたせいでお尻がソファーから離れないの。困ったわ。
These guys are lazy as fuck. Kyone, here's your remote.
さすが気が利くわね、たっくん。あんがと。
I don't know why I said remote that way. My bad. She takes it, turns on the TV without moving an inch, and starts watching the rerun. What am I supposed to do? It feels less like I'm being ignored and more like I'm already being treated as part of the family. For now, I sit down at the dining room table. You should take a bath first. I think that should be the most important thing to do right now, Takuma.
たっくん、そんなとこにいないでこっち来たらいいのに。ほら、もう一人座れるわよ。
How? Sure, it's a 3-seater sofa if you squeeze, but I don't have the guts to wedge myself between two trendy, beautiful women. No, I'm fine here.
たっくん、飲み物取ってくれる？あ、私も。
Am I just gonna be treated as a servant in this room? Or sorry, in this house? Huh? Was Kyone always like this? The playful but reliable older sister I know from outside has turned into a full-blown sloth demon at home. Even her voice tone... Voice tone? I think most people usually say tone of voice is completely slack. Or maybe just tone. Well, maybe everyone's like this right after they get home from school. I try not to think too much about it, and with a slight hesitation, I open the fridge and... Oh, there's no food in here. There are only open bags of chips, drinks, and condiments. Nothing that looks like ingredients for dinner. Why would you put bags of chips inside of a fridge? That is disgusting. You put it inside of a jar. It's about that time when a normal family would be starting to cook or at least going shopping. Feeling a little uneasy, I had the drinks of Kyone and Toko-san.
あんがとたっくん。助かるわ、たっくん。
Maybe they're planning on eating out or getting delivery since I'm here. I feel kind of bad. Where's the dad? They both continue to watch TV without a care in the world, so I figured that must be it. I watched the drama rerun with them, and a variety show, and the evening drama. How do these guys live without me? What the fuck? Eh? Yeah, me too, but... The fuck? Are these two just like basically useless if there's a guy that they can rely on? Is this the sort of character they are? Okay. The two, who haven't moved an inch except to go to the bathroom, rest their chins in the back of the sofa and stare at me listlessly. The clock already says 9. Of course we're hungry. Kyone, what do you guys usually do for dinner? What? Your dad's doing the cooking too, and he has work? If he was doing that, he'd just be the house husband. What the fuck? You can't do this. He's working overtime. You should listen to your dad. Apparently, Kyone's dad is in charge of cooking, but I don't really remember that. That's rare. Does he like to cook? Oh, your voice too. Okay, there's not gonna be an Oyakodon. I got excited for nothing. Unless there's some sort of NTR bullshit, but I don't think Asa Project games are usually like that. Unlike Kyone and Toko-san, a man with a sharp and frankly somewhat stern aura walks in. Her father, Soji-san. Soji-san, who works at a famous ryokan nearby, is in traditional Japanese clothes, holding a mismatched combination of supermarket bags and a work bag. It's been a long time, Soji-san. It's Takuma. Oh, sorry, I'm Takuma.
Oh! Takuma-kun! Yoku kite kureta!
Man, you guys, you have like gray hair everywhere. How old are you? Contrary to my expectations, his face breaks into a wide smile, and he comes over to shake my hand.
Yeah, hontoni. Yoku kite kureta.
You're gonna make me cook, aren't you, you bastard? What is this? This handshake has some serious weight behind it. I feel a little weirded out by how Soji-san is treating me like some kind of savior. Normally, a father with a daughter my age would be a lot more hostile.
Papa,
Sure. Is that a threat? I hate this stupid trope about, like, Japanese girls that cook and then everything explodes. I hate that so much. Just make it so that their food is inedible. That's it. As Soji-san starts putting the groceries away, I swear I can see tears forming in his eyes. I feel you, Soji-san. You work and then you become a house husband too? Like, what do these two girls actually do for you? These guys are bums! Thanks for your food. The table is lined with a splendid meal of grilled fish, 3 side dishes, and soup. Something you wouldn't expect from a man who just got home from work. Soji-san gives Toko-san a look that says, "You're one to talk." But honestly, I'm starving, so I dig in immediately. This is amazing! The flavor hits my empty stomach so hard that the words just come out.
たっぷり食べて精をつけてくれ。
Why is this guy so happy? Soji-san's glasses flash as he smiles suspiciously. I'm sure he doesn't mean anything weird by it, but I wish he'd stop making that face.
パパ、私もっと肉々しいのが食べたい。
肉は昨日食べたろうが、バランスいい食事こそ毎日の健康の源なのだ。第一、文句があるのなら自分で作るか手伝うなりしなさい。
I guess when she says meat, she wants beef. Because technically, like fish is still meat.
そんなに私に料理してほしいの？やっちゃうわよ。私本当にやっちゃうわよ。
料理はいいとして、今朝言ったことはちゃんとやったのか？
What kind of disaster does her cooking cause? It seems the consensus in the Aranami household is that Kyone is not allowed to cook.
片付けならちゃんとしたから。もういちいちうるさく言わないで、小じわが増えちゃうよ。
いちいち言われんとわからんお前が悪いんだろ。
あなた、ほら、たっくんもいることだし、ね、それぐらいに。
Yeah, I'm just eating my food.
たっくんかけらも気にしてないけど。
I mean, I don't want to hear to your... I don't want to listen to your freaking family drama. I'm just here for one day. Every family's different.
たっくん、もっともらしいこと言いつつ、パパの料理に首ったけじゃないの。
I'm just hungry. I want to be adopted into the Soji family.
たくまくん、君は本当に
What the fuck is going on here?
あなた、ご飯おかわり。
Since Toko-san doesn't seem to mind either, this must be how the Aranami father and daughter normally operate. Besides, the food is to die for. I'm actually pretty hungry
悪
myself.
いね、手伝わせてしまって。
But I don't think my sister is coming yet. She says she's gonna be coming soon because we're gonna be eating someplace near my house. But I don't think she's on the way yet. I'm freaking hungry. No, you're letting me stay here. This is the least I can do. After dinner, I'm helping Soji-san with the dishes. Toko-san is back on the sofa and Kyone is taking a bath.
娘もあれはあれで可愛いのだが、やはり息子が欲しかった身としてはまるで夢のような時間だ。
Oh, that's why you're happy. I thought you were happy that I was gonna take Kyone away from you or something, so that she's not in the house anymore. I'm happy to hear you say that.
いや、息子というよりは、そうだな。うちがおかしいだけか。
Soji-san continues to wash the dishes, lost in thought. He seems more like a worried father than a man with a teenage daughter.
たっくん、お風呂空いたわよ。
What the hell are you wearing? Is that supposed to be your pajamas? Okay. It's pretty nice looking. No, I'll go last, so... Oh.
どうかした？
I can't help but flinch at the sight of Kyone in her pajamas, fresh from the bath. She has a good figure to begin with, but in pajamas, her sex appeal goes through the roof. I haven't really been thinking about it, but this is what it means to stay at the girl's house. How long is my self-control going to last?
まあいいや。お風呂入ったら私の部屋おいで。お布団あるから。
Wait, I'm sleeping with you? Yeah, and come again?
たっくん、私の部屋に布団敷いて寝るの。
Isn't that a bad idea?
何が？あ、もしかしてベッド派だった？ごめん。ベッドは私が使うからダメ。
Ah, is this the whole she doesn't see me as a man because we're childhood friends thing?
あら、そうなの？昨日野宿したって聞いたけど、よく眠れたわね。
I think she said, I'm surprised you could sleep at all instead of did you sleep well? I didn't sleep at all, but that's not what I mean.
今日はもう疲れただろう。遠慮せず風呂に入って休んでくれ。
Okay, I'll take you up on that. The first hot bath I've had since coming here envelops my tired body. The steam rises gently, and the momentary solitude calms my nerves. Hyone is way too defenseless, even if it is me. But if I make her self-conscious, it's just gonna make things awkward for her. It's a little disappointing not being seen as a man, but right now, it's probably for the best. I'm trying to see whether or not this theme is animated. I think it is. Or maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. I have to wonder if this is how Rito felt. I missed my chance to apologize today. Will I be able to tomorrow?
たっくん、タオルここ置いとくからね。
Thanks. For a second, I panicked, thinking she might come in. Am I an idiot? What's the point of me being the only one getting worked up? I'm in the same bath Kyone was just in. The more I think about it, the deeper I'm digging my own grave. What, are you gonna be those guys? Are you gonna drink her bath water, Takumi? Or sorry, Takuma Takumi.
たっくん、シャンプーとリンス、容器反対に入ってるから気をつけてね。
Thanks. Okay. Why did you mix them up?
たくまくん
Whoa, calm down there, Soji-san. I don't want to take a bath with you. Yes? What is it this? What?
背中でも流そうと思ってね。
No thanks. Can handle that myself. Even if a childhood friend's father wants to take a bath together, Setora Takuma will not flinch. By Setora Takuma.
いやいや、私が。
This guy gay? Let me. It's really no trouble.
じゃあ、一緒に背中を洗いっこしようじゃないか。
Maybe he really does just want a guy, kid, you know, a son. How?
冗談はさておき。たくまくん、君に大事な話がある。
You're not wearing a towel downstairs, right? I still think it would be pretty traumatic if I can just see your dick. Being approached so seriously by a naked man, even if he is my childhood friend's father, makes me fear for my safety.
今日のことどう？
Ah. Well, I just saw her again for the first time in a while, but she still seems like a reliable big sister. Lies!
頼れるお姉さんか。いいかい、たくまくん。
Grab both of my shoulders. Too close! You're too close, sir! Your dick's touching!
これから何を見てもだな。どうか幻滅しないでやってほしい。
I mean, at this point, I kinda already know that she's a slob. What I'm saying is your thing! In all its glory!
今日のことを嫌いにならないでやってくれ。
What do you mean?
すぐにわかる。悪いね、邪魔してしまって。
Can I get a scene where there's no BGM? Because I really want to take a piss. And with that, Soji-san, with his magnificent thing dangling, left the bath. He left me with a pretty ominous warning. What's wrong with Kyone? She was a little sloppy, sure, but other than that, she seemed fine. Well, no use thinking about it. Wait, this is conditioner! I re-shampooed my hair, which had become a little stiff. Thanks for the bath.
はーい。あ、きょうちゃんの部屋、あっちだからね。
Okay, this coldness is really making me want to take a piss, guys. Give me 1 second. I can't handle it. I can't hold it. And I'm back. Seems it's raining outside. I was gonna go with my bike to eat with my sister because the place that we were going to was close. But she might have to go over to my house and, like, you know, make me ride with her. But yeah, we're back. Toko-san pointed to Kyone's room. Huh. This might be my first time in a real girl's room. Hey, what are you so nervous about? Don't think about it. Pride comes before the fall and all that. Kyone? I'm coming in.
はーい。どうぞ。
Is she gonna be some sort of weird otaku or something? I knock reservedly, and when I hear a reply, I timidly open the door and step into Kyone's room. Okay. Yeah, I guess she is a slob. Well, I mean, my room's kind of like this. You guys saw there was like lots of things in the freaking floor. Oh, my sister said, or sorry, my niece said she she just got out of the highway. A hell I didn't think could exist on this earth manifests before me. It's a veritable cesspool containing every conceivable form of sloth, perfectly representing its unrepentant, self-indulgent owner.
たっくん、布団廊下に置いてあるから好きなとこに敷いていいわよ。
Let me reply to my sis real quick here. My niece, actually. There we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think I could probably finish up this day before I end the episode and go with my sister. Where? This is a pigsty. To be clear and concise, where the hell am I supposed to put it? I am already trapped in this infinite garbage heap with barely any place to step. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of garbage too, which I guess is pretty similar to my room. I have lots of bottles of Coke Zero lying around. As for the owner of the room, she is indulging in the height of corruption on a slightly dirty bed. I'd love to see a replay of how she even got there.
どうしたのぼーっとしちゃって。あ、わかった。女の子の部屋がそんなに珍しいんだ。
Hey, you can see her panties. That's a positive thing, right, Takuma? This is a girl's room? For some reason, Kyoane looks a little proud. But if any man were to lie through his teeth and call this pigsty a girl's room just to score points, I'd punch him myself.
おかしなたっくん。
You're the funny one, Kyoane. Come to think of it, the weird feeling I have isn't about the house itself, but about my image of Kyoane as everyone's reliable older sister. Kicking her shoes off, lazing on the sofa, being forbidden from cooking, and on top of that, this. Kyoane has shattered my illusions many times before I even reached this pigsty, but I hadn't noticed because I'm unconsciously denying it. Ah, I see. So this is what Soji-san was talking about. It all makes sense now. I mean, I live the same way as this girl, so I don't mind if I find a girl like this. Sure, it's gonna take some effort to actually clean up, but you know, at some point we're gonna be like, oh my god, there's just way too much trash in this room, and then we're gonna clean up, right? It's hard to believe this is the same person who told me on the phone, if you're going to rely on others, just go back to your parents. Ugh, sorry about that. I drank my own spit. Kyoane.
何？
Kyoane taps away at her phone in the bed. Even if it's her house, I have to say something, or Soji-san's suffering will be for naught. She may not see me as a man, but maybe she'll listen if I, an outsider, say something. Given his welcome, Soji-san must be counting on it. Okay. My sister said I should be the one that goes to the place first. So, I'll have to pause the episode, guys. I'll be back in like an hour or something to actually finish off the episode here. But I will be back and finish off the episode. So, with the power of being able to pause my recording, I will see you guys momentarily. Hello, I am back. So I think it took me about, yeah, probably about an hour or 15 minutes from like the last time I actually paused the recording. The crazy thing was, that was the first day that they opened up. So it was like super crowded and a lot of the things that we wanted to eat was sold out. It was still filling, of course, but me and my family really likes eating food that has like a lot of variety. So even though we were full, it still felt like we weren't really satisfied with what we ate. But okay. Let's continue on and let me finish off this episode before before I call it a day. Kyone, please listen to what I'm about to say. For a girl, this room is frankly... The second I decided to speak up, I noticed something insane. You can see her panties. I mean, I've already seen that ever since they did the CG. I should have just done a couple more lines because they literally stopped the BGM after that. God damn it. She's swinging her legs carelessly, completely defenseless. She's subconsciously showing her butt and panties to a healthy high school boy. And now that I take a closer look, a bunch of her panties are scattered all over the place. Yeah, okay. I was wrong all along. This isn't hell. It's heaven. Don't change a thing. Staring intently at Kyone's panties, I decide to accept this pigsty. Scratch that. This holy room. I have an epiphany. It's precisely because Kyone is a slob that she's so defenseless. So stupid. It's cramped. In the end, I laid a futon in a tiny space in the corner of the room. But since I can only use half of it, I can't even turn over. Even though my basic male instincts think she's fine as is, tomorrow, I'm definitely going to help her clean up a little. Wait, how many days are we gonna spend with Kyone? I can hear Kyone's breathing. I thought that we were each just going to spend one day, at their places. I can't see her face because of the bed, but I hear her breathing. Sleeping in the same room as a girl my age, judging by how soundly she's sleeping, she doesn't see me that way at all, but my heart is still pounding. I'm happy to think that this life continues from now on. What a weird sentence. I think that this life will continue from now on is a better fit, but also a little anxious. Fortunately, I receive an unexpectedly warm welcome here, but how will it go with the others? Hiyori is one thing, but then there's Ayaka and Rito. The Yohakari family is large, and I still haven't made up with Rito. Ugh! Did she slap me? Before I even ask, what kind of sleep talk is that? A half-wrapped magazine flies from Kyone's bed as she turns over and scores a direct hit on my stomach. I mean, I usually don't really have anything on my bed, but everywhere else is pretty messy. I try to at least have the bed clean so that I can sleep very well. Sleep and recovery is very important, Kyone is a slob even in her sleep. Alright, I guess that's the day. Literally, it was just maybe an extra 5 minutes, but my sister just wants me to go there early. And she was right, because if I wasn't there early, it was like lining up the door. It was a lot more crowded than I thought. But okay. I don't know whether or not each day is gonna be just one character. It seems from what Takuma's saying that we're gonna be helping her out today, so we might be doing more than a day for each of these characters. But either way, I think this is a good enough safe, or not like safe. This is a good enough spot for me to call it an episode. I'll try to see what the hell is wrong with my text, because for sure I have no idea the reason why it's like that. It even still says common route too. Maybe I'll play until the common route's done. So I might be doing more than just 3 episodes. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon to be getting these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. Yeah, man, I still got it. And also for people on YouTube that aren't on Patreon just yet, feel free to become a free member because that's gonna be where I put first episode previews of future playthroughs. This won't be a finished playthrough though. This is just gonna be me like trying to showcase the game, as I said. I probably will finish this on my own, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, this isn't really the type of story that I would let's play usually. It's probably something I'd play just to have a quick fap or something. Alright, enough of this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.